Hello everyone. In this video we are going to see about how to convert your voice to the text. So means till now we are giving the input by using the keyboards. Now what we are doing is instead of giving input using keyboard, we'll speak in front of the computer. That computer should automatically convert your voice to the text. So let us see how to do. For this, what you have to do is first you have to install one module. Speech recognition module should be installed in your computer. So here what you have to do, this is the module name, and if you go down, so complete details about the particular module and all the information has been given. Now let us see how to install. Simply click on copy. Now open command window in your computer and paste. Yeah. So it is showing that requirement already satisfied, means that module is already installed. Now what we have to do is, let's come to our program. So first we have to import the speech recognition module. So the very first thing what you have to write, import speech underscore RECOH recognition. And for this, if you want to give, you can give any alias name. Everywhere we cannot use the lengthy name, that's why I'm giving SR as the alias name. That is the first step. After that, you have to initialize the speech recognizer by creating the object. So here speech recognizer I'm initializing. So sr dot, here you have to call the function recognizer. Now recognizer has been initialized. Now what we have to do is we have to create one object for our microphone, because we are taking the input by using the microphone which is inbuilt in our laptop. Now what you have to do is first you have to create an object. So with sr.micro phone with microphone, as for this you have to give a object name. So I'm giving the object name as the mic. So by using the mic object only, you have to handle the input device here. Now after creating the mic object, our computer should listen to the input. Here what is the input? Microphone. So for this what you have to do is voice equal to, here recognizer object dot, you have to call the function listen. Now here what is the input source here? Mic. That should be the parameter. Means here our recognizer is listening to the input mic. Means it is checking that whether user is speaking anything. If anything user is speaking, that will be taken and converted to the voice and kept it here. So that thing has been completed. Now, so your next step is that you have to convert the whatever the voice has been taken from the mic. That voice should be converted to the text. For this here, take one variable. So in this variable, result will be converted text will be stored. So for this, here you have to call the Google recognizer, IECOGNIZ underscore Google. So within that, we can keep what is the input audio here? Voice. So here through the mic I have taken the voice that has been stored in the voice variable, that is not in the form of text. Now, so by using the recognize underscore Google, so Google voice translator, by using that you can convert the given input voice to the text. Now, so what are the text has been converted? If you want to display it on the screen, simply you can print text, that will be displayed on the screen. Now, so let us see whether it is working properly or not. So let's run the program. Hi, how are you? See this one. So what are the input I have given? That has been displayed on the screen. For suppose I want to speak another thing. So run this program. Hello, what are you doing? See this one. What am I speaking? That input has been taken through the mic in our computer, and later on, so by using this command, I am taking the input from the user. After that, that input has been, by using this function, that voice will be converted to the text. And if you want to print it, you can print it. And you have to remember that while speaking, you have to pronounce the words very clearly. So otherwise, it may not recognize. In runtime, when the program is running, if any errors are there, it will not be handled automatically. You have to write the logic also. So suddenly what will do, it will display some unknown errors. So for handling all the things, what we have to do, we have to go for exception handling. So for that it can be handled by using try and except. All of us know that. So that's why keep all the things in the try block. Now here give all the thing one indentation. Yeah, good. Try. So what are the data kept in the, what are the code kept in the try block? In this part, if any error rises, then automatically control will be transferred to accept. Now accept. Yeah. So in accept, if there are any some input errors are there, that can be kept it here. For suppose here source dot unknown value error means if user is not given any input, if he makes simply sounds, that voice is not recognized as in that. So in that case, what type of errors it should display? Simply keep simple print and type a message, say something clearly. So like this you can keep it. Now so let's run this one again. So here what happens, after running the program I didn't speak anything, so then that's why it is showing that it has gone to the some unknown value error. So if the user has not given input, instead of staying idle, it should display some messages. If user is not given any input, it should show that say something clearly if you are sitting idle. So you can run the program. Hello, what are you doing? So what are the input you have taken, that has been displayed. Now during runtime, if user is sitting idle without giving any input, here it is not getting for input, that's why it automatically it has gone to the accept. Some runtime error has been raised, so that it has gone to the accept and it displayed the message. So here the problem is that here it is taking only single statement from the user can speak only once, that only will be displayed on the screen, not continuously. So if you want to give input continuously to the computer, what you have to do is you have to keep it in the infinite loop. So here you can keep while you have to give the infinite loop true. Now shift all the things forward. Yeah. Now run this one. So what happens? You can continuously give commands to the computer. So let us say, hi, how are you? What are you doing? My name is Anil. So like this, you can give input to the computer continuously, because I kept this one in the while loop. For suppose, so whenever you are giving input, assume that when you want to terminate. So what you can do is simply in the text, if you say any word by, then it should automatically terminate. Assume that. So here you can keep in a one break condition. So if by in text, in the given input text, if by is the word present over there, assume that, then what you have to do, you have to break the loop. So let us run. Hi, hello, good morning, how are you, what are you doing, thank you and goodbye. See this one, whenever by word is there, so automatically your program has been terminated, that infinite loop has been terminated. So this is the, by using these simple logics, you can convert the, you can take the input from the user and you can convert that into the text. So that's all about this.